Galapagos marine iguanas are a derived species that came from the ancestral land iguana of Africa millions of years ago. It is believed that they floated over to the Galapagos Islands on pieces of wood or other debris and ended up settling down on the archipelago islands. So what were the land iguanas going to do once they got to the marine environments of these islands? They were coming from dry deserts to desert-like lands surrounded completely by water. They had no adaptations for marine life whatsoever. These cold-blooded iguanas that were used to the warm land of Africa were not prepared for the cold waters of the Galapagos. Under immense environmental pressure, the iguanas that survived from then until now have gained many phenomenal abilities that their ancestors did not possess. I like to call these evolutionary superpowers. Their first superpower has to do with how these cold-blooded lizards adapted the ability to warm up quickly before and after they go swimming in cold water. Superpower number 1, dark sun-absorbing skin. Dark, pigmented skin allows them to absorb heat from the sun as fast as possible. You can see here that marine iguanas come out of the water and immediately lay on the rocks to warm up. Their next superpower makes it possible for them to swim quickly through the water. Swimming fast is important so they don't have to expend a lot of energy to get where they need to be. Superpower number 2, long flipper-like tail. Also, they can't spend a lot of time in the water since the heat they save while basking in the sun won't last very long. Their next superpower is their razor-sharp claws. Once they dive underwater and get to a rock covered in algae, superpower number 3 comes in handy. They use these to grab onto rocks to hold them steady while they eat. Since there are heavy currents underwater, their claws are very important. While underwater grasping onto the rocks, they must eat quickly. Sometimes algae grows really close to the rock, so their next superpower makes it easier for them to get to it. Superpower number 4, flat feeding snouts. Another adaptation that helps them eat quickly and get the most of each bite is superpower number 5, their premium algae shearing teeth. Superpower number 6, nostril salt glands. Because they ingest a lot of salt by eating so much marine algae, they need one more superpower to help them keep the salt levels in their blood at a low and healthy level. These salt glands make sure to secrete all excess sodium chloride that the iguana does not need in its body. When you add all these superpowers up, that makes one super iguana.